how good I'm doing over here. Like there's always something. I am off my game today. I don't know what I am doing. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome to episode 78 of our Rebirth playthrough of 7 Days to Die, The Purge. As you can see, we have made our move to our Horde base. So, everything has been stripped off of the roof with the exception of the wood wall, and we are now over here. I have did some thinking on what I want to do up here, and I think I am going to make a change. I'm just getting some food and drink in here, and actually, before I go any further, let's get my armor fixed. I always forget that, especially when it becomes broken, so I wasn't getting any effects from the boots. All right, so what I want to do for the change for the armor is it was an interesting thought over there, but I think we're just going to go with the regular arch blocks. So I can basically do this one here, which will let me use, I think, yeah, it's a little bit thicker than the really flat one. But what I can then do is I can take the plates, the regular plates like this. Let's do them on the full advanced. There you go. And then I can get rid of this weird drop down, which definitely would eventually would bug me and bother me, especially when I started doing the next levels and layers. The other thing that I am also thinking of doing is, if I am going to make this kind of like call it like a skyscraper type feel, everything needs to kind of come to that edge. So I would want to be able to kind of keep going up. So this being the base in the front, I need some kind of theme going up the side. So I've got to do a little thinking to decide how I want the rest of the exterior to go up as far as levels, and how far I want to level it up. And I may, as much as that would be kind of cool and I could do it over time, the only issue is the higher the helicopter gets, eventually at some point I won't be able to use it on my trips out to be able to fill up my my storage boxes, because there is, and I think it's kind of in like a sphere sort of thing. So at some point, you know, I will get to a height to where when I try to put things away or take things from, it'll be a little more difficult. Now, what I could end up doing is going to like a midway point that's kind of between the two and sort of bridge it. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to kind of do here real fast. Is I think I'm going to go through and I am going to basically take out 4 blocks surrounding each one of these pillars. That way when I go around the outside edge, the whole thing will just drop. And that's, I want to take as little time as possible on the actual fixing of this so that we can get a nice big day. Because we've done so many build episodes over the last, well, since we've gotten here, and even at the end of the snow biome. So I would like to actually for once get a real fun Purge episode in. As you can see, once again, the base is humming. I like the fact that now I don't have to run down every time something happens. What the heck? It wants the garbage wood? Hold on. So it's asking for... Oh, I get it. I haven't... Alright, let me do this real fast. I forgot I haven't turned on any of my wireless crafting yet, which is why I wasn't able to fix or upgrade. So I'm going to do that real fast. I'm going to break down all those blocks. I'm going to put in new blocks over there. and then I'll come back.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Alright, I'm gonna go down and take a peek. That was some crazy action we had coming up down here. Do we have anything left on the ground? Nope, everything's dead. Alright, so I did go ahead and fix that. And so now our rooftop actually is flat. We'll be able to take that all around. And what I've actually decided that I'm going to do is I am going to extend this all the way out to the edge. I don't know how high I'm going to go, but I am going to start kind of coming up with a theme for the sides. It's going to give kind of like a possible skyscraper. I don't know. But I'm going to use our old roof as our garden. There's no reason for me to have to do something crazy over here. I think it limits what I can do with the exterior of this and kind of, you know, how I make this look. So I'd rather, I think, continue to let this rise up and see what we can make out of it. And again, like I said, we'll do our gardening over there. So with that being said, I think we're ready to head out and get some purging done. So let's go ahead and put all of our blocks away. Not too many to put away this time. I think we're pretty good. Actually, let me get this back over here. I am excited to get back out there and try to see if we can get some better equipment, some better gear. Get my drink on. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the blocks I'm holding on to as well. Oh, there we go. Got to get used to my new new positioning. Similar, but not exactly the same. Alright, so I've got both of my turrets. Got a decent chunk of armor. Alright, I think we're good to go. I think we had already set up where we wanted to go on our next group. Yep, we're heading right down here, so we're going to catch this corner there. Cool. Alright, I will see you guys on the ground. Okay, so again, we're trying to do our noose as we go around. So I think what I'd like to do, I need 2 more to be able to show the tier 0s. And I don't know if that is a tier 0 or not. So rather than running out there wasting time, we'll do what we know for a fact is an actual POI. Oh, and if you didn't already realize that, if you destroy the these ice machines, they will actually drop snow. So not having to go back and mine it in the snow biome, that is a way that you can get snowballs. And I think there are some crafting recipes that do use snowballs. So that's just a way of getting it if you don't want to actually make a trip all the way out to the snow biome. Alright, I think this one was pretty easy. It's just, let's get this down real fast. Again, no reason not to get some kills with the turret, especially when I'm as close as I am to tier 4. And then I actually, no, I am at tier 4, that's right. Wow. That was back-to-back trying to loot something and instead looting the block underneath and losing them. That's frustrating. Oh my goodness. Jeepers. That was painful. That was absolutely painful. What we did up to. Okay. Grab you. What was that? What was that? Vehicle starter. Okay, I was hoping it was another small engine. I have all the generators I need. I just need engines for them. Wait, what the heck? I really wish I knew why it changes the numbers on that. So I know for a fact, for the longest time, it said 171. And I'm pretty sure it is 171. But now I'm not going to be able to get... I was 1 POI away from it telling me where my tier 0s were. And now apparently it's back to thinking it's 250 again. Alright. I don't know if I actually need wood. I mean, actually, come to think of it, you always need wood. That's kind of just... No matter how good I'm doing over here, like there's always so much wood. I am off my game today. I don't know what I am doing. saw him getting ready to explode, and I continued to try to hit him with my axe. I really don't know why. You know, and it might just be, it's been a couple days since I played. You know, a lot of times I'll get like a couple episodes, and I'll, you know, get ahead so I can do some other things. Usually, especially when I'm coming up on a weekend or something like that. But that's still frustrating. Oh, alright. I cannot forget. So I did forget the last episode. I need springs. And I did a terrible job of getting springs last episode. So I need to hit up every bed. That's usually the best way, but also I believe kitchen items also are a good source of springs. So I need to make sure. Nope, you didn't give me any springs. Maybe. I'll keep trying. But I need, at the very minimum, I need to be hitting up every one of the beds. Okay,
My
I'm gonna
senses
check
have
this you as
picked
well.
up
Did you give me any
something.
springs? No. Alright, I'm not sure where you're coming from, but alright, I know for a fact you do give me springs, right? Yeah. 12, okay. Wow. That's actually a really decent chunk. I think the smaller beds maybe don't give me quite as much. It's probably just because it's meant to be a king size, so it's a larger bed. But yeah, I have to make sure that I'm definitely, absolutely hitting every one of those. Okay, well, let's find out. You gave me 6. Yep, so half of the number I got from the king size. Alright, what do we got going here? Okay, you're just... Well, let me drop you down here. So you can keep working over there. And that was the guys from above. So I could skip the rest of this POI up top, but I am going to go up there to see if there are any more beds or any more springs that I can pick up. Nobody up here at all? And no beds. Just Mo power. Ooh, what did we get there? We did get a tier 6 small engine. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Community center. Okay, I think vehicles are also, I believe, probably another good source of springs. Let's try that real fast. 'Cause I know No. Interesting. Let's say, because I know I'm really fast at breaking things down now, especially with this outfit. So this is a tier 3. Interesting for how small it is. The other thing too is I've been talking about how I was trying to get my turrets up so that I'd be able to, you know, continue using them. It may not be quite as big of a thing as I was thinking of, because the turret, the ability to drop down the crazy turrets, is only available while I am a techno geek. As soon as I switch over, I think that goes away. Let's try the dumpster. Nope. So I'm now less enamored with maxing out my techno geek or maxing out my turrets, especially using the books for my turrets, because I don't think it makes as big of a difference anymore. Okay, now this is way bigger than it was. I was originally thinking it was. Yeah. So I gotta kind of rethink my plans here for what I was planning on doing. It'll be fun to have them for now, but it's not as big of a thing as I was originally thinking that it was. Okay, actually, I think pretty positive the vending machines do give. Keep saying that, and then it turns out it doesn't. But I do believe the vending machines give us springs. Let's make sure real fast. Give me a couple. Not major amounts like the beds do. Alright, I'm gonna keep you sitting here. Yep. Well, come here, guys. Back over here. Let's bring them out.
Incoming
Put you guys on hold for a little bit.
for conflict.
It still would be nice to have it maxed out while we're actually leveling it. But as of right now, I am level 10 in Techno Geek. I'll be honest, we could make that switch now. If I'm really not concerned with maxing it out, I could definitely make that switch right now. and I can start working on Hunter, which could be fun. One of the things I've been wanting is to be able to get that maxed out sniper rifle, which is a beast, and it would be fun. Again, I've been holding out because I wanted to have the fun of that crazy turret that you can get. It's just, I don't know if I'm really enjoying the process of trying to max out that level. Not like other classes. And I don't know why I haven't just moved my turrets up, but we'll drop you down as well. Yep, nice and quick. Yeah, I don't know if there's really a point to continuing to level it right now. Uh-oh.
My senses have
I get the feeling that might be a wandering horde. So let's set you down. Let's see if we get any bangs from killing these guys. Oh no, it isn't. It's the gymnasium or something. Okay. So I guess we're getting in there early. We woke them up by going by it. Alright, let's go all the way down to the end. Wake everybody up. Come back and let's fight them all over here. We'll summon our mercenaries as well, since it is, I think that is, there's probably the loot room in there. As many as we have. Yeah, so what I'm saying is I think it might be time to switch it up. I think it might be time to go sniper. Otherwise, I think it's going to take me a long time and many episodes before I'm able to finally get maxed out. Wow. And I don't know if I'm even see, and again, even like this, so they're all okay, fine. Turn you guys on. So yeah, they're all past where my turrets were. I think I am. I think it's time. We're gonna switch it up. I made it to tier 10, so my aura mod is maxed out, and that's the only thing that really stays with us. Well, that and then however much damage the weapons do. And like I said, I'm not going to continue using the batons, and I'm not going to continue using the revolver. Neither one of them are my favorite. Like I've trying to see how crazy the turrets can get was about the only thing I was really enjoying, I would say, in Techno Geek. So I don't know that I would. Now, in my stream playthrough that I'm doing with Renevo, that being my only class, and trying to level it up with us as we go, I'll keep doing that just because I think it's kind of fun, as a support class, because if you watch any of these episodes, you realize Renevo has one speed, and it's straight ahead. He likes to be the madman. Even before playing this mod, he's always been the the run in there, fists blazing kind of thing. So, yep, there we are. This is the loot room. So I think I will continue trying to that one. So I will get to be able to see exactly what this class is capable of on that playthrough. But I can now move on and start doing something that I think I'll have a little bit more fun with personally in here. So I think that's what we're going to do when we get finished with today and we go back home. We're going to go ahead and we'll switch it up. We're gonna pick up the hunter class, and it does have a fun little aura as well. It's got these arrows that kind of drop down and stuff, so it does some little bit of extra damage. And like I said, I think we'll use all of our weapon parts so we can get a kind of a head start, which I think we should have a decent amount. There's a lot of book bags that we haven't opened yet. Interesting. It's already getting fairly late, unfortunately. So we didn't get nearly as much progress as I had kind of hoped we would. I'm wondering. So you talked about how it's giving me the wrong numbers of how much we have left in the POIs and stuff. And so it's kind of a thing that just kind of popped into my head. But one of the things I do before I come in and I start the episode sometimes when I'm trying to test the audio and everything is I have that old save that I had played with prior to this one. It was a Purge. It was my old single player Purge playthrough, and I'll pop into there sometimes to. I wonder if that's what's been doing it. I wonder if that's why it's giving me the wrong numbers. So that 250 is the actual. And we're done here. Yeah, the 250 because it is a bigger map. I bet you that's what it is. I just haven't been. It hasn't clicked in my head because I don't always do that. Interesting. Yeah, I really think that might be that might be what's been causing that problem. That's funny. Are these always together? In our snow biome, our first roof, I was here. It was a little further away, but it had the same POI next to this one. I wonder if it's just coincidence or if that's a thing. All right, let me get these down here. Still get use of them for now. Yeah, okay, they're all coming out now. Maybe because we went on the roof, so it woke them all up. Alright, let's pick them up, put them back down in here. Yeah, I think that answers my question. I think that's why I get, every now and then, I get the wrong numbers. And I think it's, if I were probably to close out my 7 days to die fully, like, you know, go back to the mod launcher, load it back up, coming back in from that other save, from that other world, that might fix that. Do I get any? No, I just get electrical parts, but I remember not doing it the last time. So it's already 21:30. So you know what? I'm going to actually hit this up, whether I need it for money or not like that. Nah. I got more money than I ever need, and I think I'm doing pretty good on electrical parts as well. It's not going to get nearly as much as I had wanted to accomplish on this purging, but I think the good thing, the good takeaway is that I finally come to the decision to move on from Technogeek. It was a fun experiment, but I think the experiment has run its course, and let's go on to things that are more my playing style. Just remember to put those down. It's just, I don't know. It's not me. It's not the way I like to play the game. So, failed experiment, but let's get back to playing the way we like to play, being, you know, enjoying having fun. So, ooh. But we did get ourselves a airdrop. Cool. Yet another tier 6. I'm getting plenty of tier 6 of those. It's interesting what I do get tier 6s of. All right, I'm gonna go wait for the airdrop. Get our turrets ready for our last hurrah, so to say. Interesting. So I have 3 of these things. All right, let's get close, see what we get. Does anyone spawn in? Interesting. Yeah, so I didn't really get, I don't think I got anything really fantastic or cool from this purge. For sure, though, before I do my next episode, I'm going to completely back out, and we'll see. Fire rate tier 5, health assessment tier 5, animal crafting bundle. Okay, that's some decent stuff. Did you finally just get here? I don't know. Oh, you're one of the. Oh, you're the higher level one. You're gonna drop some cool stuff. Right. So we'll bring you up. Get some assistance on you because you definitely have a lot more hit points. Look at him just push it back. That's kind of cool. Alright, let me get some headshots off this while we're here. Man, he has to have a lot of hit points. Yeah, see how slow the fire rate is with this? This is kind of like where I've really been frustrated. It's just... There we go. anything good off them? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, let me pick up my turrets, and I am going to head back home, and I'll meet you there. Okay, we are home. Let me put all my stuff away. I'm just curious to see if I get anything new or anything special. Alright. Nope. Alright, so let's get down here real fast. Hold on. Give me 2 secs to get all my other stuff put away, and then we're gonna go through our rebirth stuff, and we're gonna craft our new class. Okay, so here we are, and it looks like I had crafted a bunch of my melees into there, so I'm going to be able to very quickly, I think, level up my ranged items. I'm trying to remember what the actual melee part is. I think it's spears, and I didn't care about spears, so I think I'm going to do the same thing again. We're still going to turn these into our ranged expertise books, which is another 40 of them. So, okay. Machine guns. I'm pretty sure I maxed that out already. Hammers, don't care about. Scythes, nope, don't care about. Shotguns, I believe I am already maxed on shotguns. Knives, swords. Knives and swords. Knives I've never done. Swords I am definitely maxed out. I don't see myself going sous chef. Again, another handgun. So yep, both of those. Oh, I gotta wait for that. Actually, am I able to scrap into here? I can. Okay, hold on. So, does this mean I can do this? Recipes, ranged. Okay, no, I have to do that in my inventory. So I can scrap in here, but the other stuff I have to do in my inventory. Okay. But what I want to do is, alright, let's go over here to our, it's been so long since I was a hunter. There we go, hunter. Okay. What do I need for hunter? Okay, I can already craft book 1 and book 2. Okay, good, good. That saves me time. And hunter class book. Alright, let's go back to here and turn you guys into those while it's doing that. Okay. Hunter mod. What do I need for that? Hunter ore mod. 15 steel. Alright. How much of that can I make? I can make a ton. Let's just make 100 for now. I only need 15 of it. Oh, that's right. I did make some more cobblestone. I'm going to be busy. Well, I'm running out of time as we're doing this in our episode. So at least that connected up. There is another lip that I can bring down that I was thinking of doing here. So again, this while it's doing that. So if I come over here to the arch, and this was another one of the reasons I decided to go with this as well. So it's this. So I can basically take this all the way to flush with the wall. And while it looks a little different when it's got the different textures going different ways, once you switch to the paint, it'll all look the same. So, anyways, I will do that off camera. I really wonder sometimes about how it does what it does. Anyway, all right. So between the episode. Am I good now? Yes, we are. Okay. How many... which one is it? It's the long-range rifles. How many can I make? I could make 43. Now, I still also have, to help level up the class, there's also the bows. Whichever class I choose to initially put my points into is going to have a lot of its points spent on just leveling up the class. And I don't know if I want to just say screw it and go say forget the bows and go straight with long range rifles, or if I want to go both, because I can put the silencer on. I just don't know. I don't know which one I really want to. All right, you know what? I'm going to think about this between episodes. When we start our next episode, we'll go ahead and we'll make our choice, and then we'll be leveling that up through that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a waffling episode, kind of back and forth, but if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. If you have not already subscribed, I would really appreciate if you would consider hitting that. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.